Welcome back to No Shit MMA on thatchannel.com, sponsored by Extreme Couture Toronto. And we have Tim Hague on the line.
Yeah, Tim Hague.
Who now has a new nickname.
What's
a new nickname?
Yeah, Tim Cry Baby Hague.
What? Oh, dude, that is so uncool. You've okay, Tim.
Congrats on your big win, Tim.
Tim, Robin Black here.
Thank you very much.
I fight, not like you, but I fight professional mixed martial arts.
Robin's exactly half your size.
Yeah. And actually,
I heard he's just a little feller.
He fights at 135.
Yeah, and you're 270, so pretty much exactly.
Half the size.
I can relate to the fact of getting a huge win that's been a dream in your life and being overcome with emotion. This prick, Jonathan, right here, is sort of mocking that. I can't even deal with it.
You know what? It's sort of like a gentle, nice mocking, because I never want to meet Tim and have him be angry with me, because he's so fucking huge and I'm not. I'm like slightly bigger than Robin, a lot more buff, and possibly three times better looking. But that doesn't really mean that, you can't say these things to a big guy, because I'm sure he can take it. Okay, let's take a lot of punishment.
Yeah, I don't think it's hard to be better looking than Robin anyway.
Yeah, for sure, man. The dude, you know what it looked like? It looked like Robin ran into a brick wall and then threw boiling oil at his face.
I got abused by Tim Hague. Tim Hague looks like a gargoyle, like a big scary...
What are you talking about?
Anyways.
Tim's a good-looking guy.
Yeah, he's not bad.
And I bet you got laid right after your fight on Saturday night.
Tim?
I'll keep that between my wife and I.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. We won't tell your wife that you got laid.
Yeah.
Hey, Marc-Andre Drolet, do you know this guy Drolet in Winnipeg? He's a matchmaker. He was saying that Tim Hague is the nicest guy in Canada, and if you bumped into him and knocked him over, that he would say sorry. Is this true, Tim?
Probably something like that would probably happen.
Well, we noticed that you were nice enough to offer Pat Barry drinks. You want to go for some drinks the second the fight ended.
You had choked the man almost into unconsciousness and said, "You want to go get some beers or what?"
Yeah, well, I was just so excited to finally have some beers after 13 weeks of training that I figured Pat might as well come.
Did you really prepare for 13 weeks?
Yeah, about that.
Wow,
that's cool. Now, and I'm not trying to be mean. Well, maybe a little bit. But so, what was your fight strategy going in? Because Robin and I argued this last week. Because we potentially were going to have you on the show last week.
I said you could win. I said you.
No. I didn't say he couldn't win, but I thought, do not fucking stand up with Pat Barry, because the guy's going to kick you in the fucking face. The guy's a professional kickboxer.
And he kicked him in the face.
Yeah, and then he kicked you in the face.
Yeah.
What's your strategy to let him kick you in the face, get wobbly, and then have him rush you so you can take him to the ground and choke him out?
Well, I just wanted to stand with him for a bit and show him that I wasn't scared and that I can hit hard too. So that's what I did. And the kick to the face actually didn't bother me one bit.
It was a straight right, eh?
Because it was just a glancing blow. His straight left was fairly hard, but when I stumbled back, I was just playing a bit of possum. I wanted him to rush in with a big punch.
Were you really playing possum?
As soon as he did, I ducked under and took him down.
Tell us the truth.
Come on, you were not playing possum.
Were you really playing possum to get the takedown for real, honestly?
Have you ever seen a guy get rocked for 2 seconds and then...
No, he's got a good point. He's got.
I was rocked for about a minute or two.
Tim's got a good point.
I don't know. Maybe you choked him out, like guillotined him, because you're just naturally so good at submissions.
Yeah. No, I think Tim's got a really good point. So.
Did he break your nose?
No, it's just swollen a bit.
Do you have 2 black eyes right now?
No, I don't have a scratch on me.
Wow.
Yeah, but that's because you're 270 pounds.
All joking aside, you must be so happy, man. Like, to fight your way up and to accomplish what you accomplished, finally get the big shot, and take down a guy that clearly they are looking to build up.
He was so fucking favored to win.
You must be feeling great.
Yeah, I'm just ecstatic, especially because 99% of the people on the internet were just laughing and saying, "Oh my God, Pat Barry's going to devastate this guy with kicks. It's going to be a highlight reel. It's going to be awesome."
Yeah, and you were plus 300 on this fight. Did you put Did you put any money down?
A lot of people made a lot of money on me. A lot of my friends.
Yeah, good.
Did you put any money down?
No, I'm kind of superstitious like that.
Yeah, that's a bit weird.
Good point. So you gave the money to your friends to put down on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
So Tim, again, congratulations, man, because I was
Robin,
I know, but I was so happy when I saw you win, and I was so happy when I saw how happy you were. Like, I really felt for you. But when you were reading the kind of things that this guy, like, you know that he's playing a game, but he goes out of his way to say in interviews, I know how great it feels to break a guy's heart with leg kicks, and when you look in a guy's eyes and he can't fight anymore. You read all that shit. Did any of that cross your mind, or did you know that he was posturing?
No, I read it all, but that kind of stuff just doesn't bother me. I just get in the cage and fight.
Like, really, you're just like, whatever? Or did you think, you know what, he's protesting too much, you know, he's talking too much?
I wasn't nervous about anything Pat said. The only thing I was nervous about was going into the UFC cage and not having a decent performance, and just what winning would mean for my young family. So
well, you had a decent performance.
That didn't bother me at all.
Yeah, you had a great
performance.
But then, so here's the thing. So it's your first time going in the UFC. No, what's the experience like? Like, are you like fucking riddled with nerves for days ahead of time, and it just gets worse and worse and worse as you lead up to the fight?
Or do you wake up in the morning and you're okay? Like, what is the experience for all the people who will never have it?
Probably the most nervous I've ever been before a fight. But
yeah, right. So walk us through. When does the nervousness go away? When does it start? And what's the experience like of getting into the cage?
Tim, bear in mind, 99.999% of people will never have this. Try to tell us what it's like in the 2 days before and the day of.
Yeah.
Okay, well, getting to Vegas, I was just like, oh, this is cool. I got to see a lot of the superstars and stuff, and then the nerves hit, like, big time, when we were lining up to go to the weigh-ins. I was just getting super nervous, and then when I stepped on the stage in front of like 4,000 people, I was just like, oh my God. I was just trying to remember to breathe. And I stayed fairly nervous right up until I got into the cage with Pat. And once the cage door locked...
it was another fight?
Yeah, just another fight. I looked across and saw him. I didn't hear or see any of the fans. And Mazzagatti just said, fight, and it was on.
Yeah.
So you're as soon as the cage door closes, you're not cognizant of the crowd at all. It just all goes away. It's just within the limits.
We were alone in the building.
Right.
Cool. And I don't think that's true of everyone, Tim. So I think that's something. Some guys in that situation do have that nightmare performance, and I think that's something that means that you belong there. But talk to us about from the moment that you're in the back. And they say, okay, you're up next, and the walk to the cage. What's going on? What are you feeling? Like, with the crowd?
Just feeling a huge adrenaline rush, a lot of excitement, and just ready to go. I mean, just very focused.
Does it cross your mind that adrenaline rush could be a bad thing in round 2 or 3?
It does, but I don't know, I was very prepared, very focused, and I didn't take a deep breath the whole fight. So.
Yeah, not till the end, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, again, man, like anyone that knows you or anybody that crosses paths with you on the internet or whatever, everybody was pumped to see that, because you were so excited. And for the average fan, and I read, things online and stuff of people saying, what a friendly Canadian, what a polite guy. Were you thinking like what to say at that time, or was it just what you felt?
It just came out, man. I wasn't really thinking about what I'd say. I just wanted to make sure that I thanked my wife and my baby boy.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet.
So where do you go from here? Do you, when you get back into the gym, do you start making plans on looking at possibly other kinds of training camps, maybe heading down to a bigger, place where they've got a lot of more experienced UFC fighters and trainers and that kind of stuff to sort of go, okay, look.
Not at the moment, no. I felt as prepared as I could possibly be.
Are you back in Alberta right now?
Pardon me?
Are you back in Alberta right now?
Yeah, I'm at home.
Oh, cool.
Cool, but so going forward, do you go, okay, the next UFC fight, because obviously you're going to have another one.
Yeah.
So your next UFC fight, do you go, okay, I'm just going to do the same thing and I'm going to, obviously make, modifications for who it is that I fight, or do you go, okay, look, I'm 10-1, I'm 10-1, and now it's time to kick it up a notch because I'm a big guy and I have the potential to take on some of the biggest and best. Yeah. But I've got to work on these things, and these are the best people at that. I got to go get the training from them.
Do you stay or do you move?
What's the deal?
I've still got a lot to learn from Kyle Cardinal, my jiu-jitsu coach, and a lot of the local kickboxers. So I think I'm pretty safe staying here for now and learning from everyone that has helped me. If I were to fight a guy like Brock Lesnar, I'd obviously want to get help from someone like Shane Carwin or Randy Couture or someone like that.